Okay, welcome back to FNB Field. Getting ready to start the second game of this doubleheader. We had a
Of course, the technology. Right when the
yeah,
game's getting ready to start, it loves to keep us on our toes. So
yeah,
welcome back. Sorry we had to start a new stream here, but nonetheless,
yeah. Kishwaukee be starting off at Bethis. Anthony Amordini. He came in late in the last first game right there. Pitching, by the way, for Frontier, Eric Emkey. So Eric Emkey, the starting pitcher for Frontier. And Frontier winning the first game of this doubleheader 3-0. Again, second game of a doubleheader here at FNB Field. Starting about 1:44. Not bad at timing at all here. So, which is a little bit, like I said, the scheduled start time was about 1:30, but so we're kind of like almost right there on the mark. Strike him out. Amordini strikes out on that one. So, Emkey getting the first strikeout of the day here. And here comes Mason Struck. He came in late in the first game as well. Struck did. Mason Struck. Struck usually plays the middle infield for the Cougars. Look out over there. The ball was ripped, I should say. Again, thanks for joining us here on Bobcat Nation. We just started our second stream, and
we got 11 people joining us. They're starting to find us here. So
yeah, again, we apologize for the technology issue, but we're back. So
back and glad to be here.
yes,
Beautiful afternoon at FNB Field.
and actually outside doesn't feel too bad either. When you step outside, the sun rays helps warm you up a little bit.
Yeah, I went and got in my car and headed to Ginger Ale's on the break to grab me a couple drinks, and it was nice and toasty in there. The sun had it all warmed up, and
yeah. Again, Alec Vaughn had to call the sun to get here. Here's a pitch from Emkey on the way. Again, I'm Derek Dunn. Claire Vaughn alongside Alec Vaughn manning our camera for us. Thanks for watching us here on Bobcat Nation, powered by RJ Marketing. Still just got underway here. 2-2 the count on Mason Struck. 1 out so far as Amordini struck out. Pitch on the way. He rips that one, just a long strike again for Struck. Still 2-2. Deuces Wild up there on the board. On deck, by the way, is Gabe Lopez. He also played in the last game, too, toward the end, along with Tyler Potter. So, again, Potter would come in the bat if anyone got on before him. Gonna run anyway and a quick throw over first, and he's out. So a strikeout right there. 2 strikeouts right there for Emkey to begin the game. Gabe Lopez coming up to bat. Again, for those of you that just joined us here, watched a great first game. Frontier getting the win 3-0, and live chat is open and active. You want to say hi to us, and pitch on the way, inside part of the plate. That's a strike on Lopez. Tyler Potter on deck. Ryan Adamek, I believe I'm saying that right. He'd be the 5th batter in the batting order for Kishwaukee. Pitch on the way. I want to thank both coaches as well for allowing me to come in the dugout, getting the batting order. It's greatly appreciated here. 1-1 the count on Lopez. Again, this is Gabe Lopez of Kishwaukee. Pitch on the way from Emkey. This one swung on and missed right there at the knee, and that's a strike on Lopez. Emkey off to a good start. 1-2 the count. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. And it's going to be time here. Lopez wants to take time there to extend his arm a little bit. Stretch it out, and here we go. Pitch on the way from Emkey, way outside. Good job by the catcher of blocking that ball, catching that one, scooting on over. Andrew saying, let's go Bobcats. Hi, Andrew. Good to hear from you once again. From Australia. Andrew, let us know what time it is, by the way, down there. When you joined us, it was 4 a.m., and at that time I was sleeping, so I was 7-ish maybe, 7 or 8, either one of the two. Anyway, Andrew, good to hear from you. Pitch on the way, and that one's going to be a ball. He did not go. 3-2 the count's a full count for Lopez. No one on the bases. Again, just got underway here as just got started with his second game of the doubleheader. Frontier won the first game 3-0. Time called by Lopez. Again, Frontier wearing their yellow jerseys today, and Kishwaukee wearing their dark green uniforms. Battle between the Cats here, Bobcats and Cougars. Again, Cougars with not the letter C, the letter K to start off with. Pitch on the way from Emkey. That one is inside. He'll take his base.
Andrew says it's 6:48 a.m. on Sunday there.
Oh, Sunday.
Yeah, they're ahead.
Okay,
That's
so
dedication. I just
that is
gotta say.
dedication, yeah.
Dedication, tuning in from 4 to 6:48 in the morning. So
Yeah.
thanks for joining us.
Yeah. Tyler Potter comes up to the plate. Potter had an appearance in the last game for Kishwaukee. That'd be cute talking to the official about something there, or the catcher. Anyway, I had my head down. 2 outs here for the Bobcats, though. They do have a man on first and Lopez who just got walked by Emkey. Eric Emkey again getting the starter for the second game. First time we've seen Emkey here today. Pitch on the way. That one in the middle and a strike. Nice pitch right there by Emkey. On deck is Ryan Adamick.
We got John Kay checking in from Floresville, Texas. He says, go Bobcats. And Andrew Jacobs says he's got his coffee. You know, coffee solves all problems. I went and grabbed myself one as well.
Coffee is the go-go juice for me in the morning.
I'm always very confused by people that don't have to drink it in the morning. Like, what wakes you up? What do you do?
Alarm
you don't
clock,
drink coffee. Yeah.
bells, and cell phone clock, and alarm clock on your cell phone, I guess. And
that physically wakes them up. But how do you wake up as a human being? You know what I mean?
I know.
To be a personable person without coffee.
I'm telling you, it's I got to have coffee in the morning. I got to. 0-2 the count, 2 outs. Emkey looking for his third strikeout here early in this one. Pitch on the way. Swung on and missed. And got to throw over first, and he is out right there first. So 3 strikeouts here. A walk given up nonetheless by Emkey. But, hey, I tell you what a great start for him. After the top of the first, it is still scoreless here at FNB Field on Bobcat Nation, powered by RJ Marketing. Welcome back to FNB Field. I'm Derek Dunkler, following alongside Alec Vaughn manning the camera for us. And again, we want to thank you here to the Bobcat fans that have tuned in, as well as the Cougar fans that have joined us here as well. Wherever you may be, we're glad to have you on board on this Saturday afternoon here.
For the Battle of the Cats.
The Battle of the Cats. Pitching for Kishwaukee, making sure I have this down right, is Colin Quandee. Colin Quandee, Quandee, right-handed pitcher. So Quandee pitching here for Kishwaukee. So Quandee doing some warm-up pitches here. Just beginning with Frontier, Carter Ruffner, center fielder. Artem Lognivov. I'm going to call him Artie the Logger. We got Pierce Bowerly, and then Keegan Martin if anyone were to be on. So those first 4 still the same from last game. And, of course, Frontier winning the first game 3-0, had 3 runs weighted across in the 6th inning. It was a big inning for Frontier. A good first game, actually, and could set the tone here in the stage for this one here. It could be a close one in the second one. And that's where also, again, both teams, the pitching, the defense shined. So here's Carter Ruffner. Carter Ruffner, Richmond, Kentucky. Bats right, throws right. Where's number 6? Again, first look at this Frontier offense for this second game. This doubleheader. Pitch on the way. And that one is going to be a ball, it looks like. So 1-0 the count. Again, on deck is Artem Lognevov, the shortstop. Carter plays center field. Oh, I think he got hit by the pitch, and he did. Hit by pitch, and Carter will walk on over to first. Automatic walk right there, taking a stroll over to first, and now we got Artem Lognevov, of course, had a couple of big hits in the game, including this single that started that sixth inning offense for Frontier in the last game. Of course, Artie's had a good series here, had the game-winning hit yesterday in Game 2. This one, a pickoff attempt over at second. Can he get there in time? He does. The ball will go out to the outfield. And a steal right there by Ruffner. Good job right there by Carter, getting a good lead out on it.
Andrew Jacobs has a good suggestion. He says we need some Bobcat Nation bumper stickers to spread the word.
Ah.
You know, with Mule Nation, we've made T-shirts and sweatshirts and hats, cups, tumblers, coffee cups, all that type of stuff. And we're planning on doing the same thing with Bobcat Nation. So we'll add bumper stickers to the swag.
Yeah.
Great idea.
Great idea, absolutely. Bumper sticker still common and still well known. This one's popped up right there by Artie. That one's going to be, is it catchable? It is caught right there as that one was going down the right side. So
we lost another hat, another $5 donated by our ghost sponsor.
Ghost sponsor. But speaking of sponsor, did Steve Nikovsky sponsor the game?
Our first sponsor. He sponsored the game today.
Yes.
If anyone is interested in sponsoring a broadcast, reach out to us. We'd love to have you on the team and as a sponsor. So
yes, and again, if business owner, individual want to sponsor, again, get a hold of Claire. I think he said by pitch.
Hit.
Yeah. Here's Barley hit by a pitch.
Not the way you want to start the game as a pitcher.
No, you don't, especially for Quandy, who a little bit of control issue early, it looks like. Mm-hmm. Trying to settle down here.
Keegan Martin up to bat.
Keegan Martin up at the plate. Again, Ruffner over at second. One out for the Bobcats. That ball could not get in the zone, so we want to know the count. Again, Frontier won the first game. If you just joined us, 3-0. Continue their winning ways. Next pitch on the way, low and outside. Ball 2-0. One out, Ruffner again on second. Over at first is Bowerly by way, both of them being hit by the pitch here. So Frontier still looking for their first hit of the game. Pitch on the way. That one on the outside part of the plate, 3-0. So if you're Martin here, I'd say just be patient at bat. Again, showing great patience here. May not have to move the bat at all. Just let it go right by and see what happens. Pitch on the way. Yeah, that one was high, and he'll walk over to first, and it's a bases-loaded situation early for Frontier. So Dawson Schumann, the first baseman, coming up to the plate. Schumann from Keller, Texas, the Texan up at the plate.
The son of David.
Son of David, yeah. Dawson at the plate again. Big opportunity here for the Bobcats to get some runs across the plate early. This one's hit up high right there by Dawson. That looks to be catchable, just a pop fly. Okay. It is caught. Second baseman.
We lost another hat. Maybe it's just that one player.
It could be, but nonetheless, hey, we could be racking up money here.
I know. If anyone wants to take the hat sponsorship idea, let me know.
I love that idea. I really do.
It's fun.
Bryce Humphrey at the plate. Humphrey steps into the batter's box here. Bases loaded here for Frontier. Bottom of the first. Not scored yet, but they are threatening. Pitch on the way. Ooh, did he go? Yeah, I'm going to say strike on that one. So 1-1 to count, 2 outs.
You hate to
For
leave
Humphrey.
all these runners stranded. Hope
Oh,
he
yeah.
can get a hit and get some runs in.
It's opportunity, golden opportunity. Pitch on the way. That one's outside. Good eye that time. Quandy trying to aim for that same spot, just a little bit outside that time. Quandy getting a sign. And the pitch. Hits this one. A little bit of a blooper hit. Toss over first. He's out.
Dang.
And that's unfortunate because Frontier almost had it. Almost, they would have scored, but been huge. We go to the top of the second. We're still scoreless between Frontier and Kishwaukee. Going to the top of the second, still scoreless here. Both teams have yet to get a hit or a run, and kind of Frontier though had the bases loaded. Thought, hey, maybe might score earlier this game as opposed to the last game, but didn't happen though. So Kishwaukee getting out of the jam that time. And right now we got the Cougars coming to bat. Ryan Adamek will be coming up to the plate here. Followed by him will be Forrest Gerber, run Forrest run, and Brody Cook. If anyone would get on, be Trevor Deporte. I think I'm saying those names right. We'll give it a shot anyway. If you have any Kishwaukee fans, please let me know. Let us know. We want to be accurate and correct. But again, we thank you for the Bobcat fans and Kishwaukee fans on board here on our live stream. Eric Emkey, the starting pitcher for the Bobcats, had a good start, by the way. Emkey did. Struck out 3, only walked 1. Back in the first, it was a quick top of the first inning for him. That's what you want to see. If you're pitching out there on mound, you want to get off to a good start, and Emkey certainly did that. Pitch away from Emkey. Swung on and missed. Emkey, by the way, from Waterloo, Indiana. Where 17 throws right, bats right. This one's got a good rip right there at that time. Adamek.
He is swinging for the fences.
He was swinging towards the Wabash River, and the ball went the other way instead.
The Wabasha.
What? Wabasha, what?
I don't know.
Claire, I don't know. That drink from Ginger Ale's must have done something. Here's a pitch on the way, and that one is going to be outside.
Yeah.
It kind of does hate a Wabasha. Alex, yeah, I agree with you on that one, Alex.
Indian Outlaw.
Indian Outlaw. Tim McGraw. Cherokee and half Choctaw.
Choctaw.
My baby's Chippewa. She's one of a kind. Pitch on the way, and that one is fouled. Doesn't go very far. But I want to give credit here to the grounds crew. Did a great job here getting this field ready. I saw the mowers a couple of days ago. Got a good grounds crew here at Frontier, and Ken Staley, Caleb Dunn, those guys did a great job getting the field ready. So kudos to those guys and prepping up the field. And as well as, the players, they active along with the coaches. They help get the field ready as well. 1-2 the count. 2-2, I should say, excuse me, on Adamek. Get on deck as Forrest Gerber, Brody Cook, and Trevor Deporte, I should say. Emkey waits the sign. He gets it. Wheels and deals. That one. Tried to get the corner. Wasn't able to. That was not a bad-looking pitch either, but just didn't get the call. 3-2 the count. Next pitch on the way. This one is hit over the left and foul. By the way, I was talking to Justin Young here at Frontier Community College. She works in the financial aid office and said she was actually doing some cleaning around the house and actually had us on and was listening. So, cousin of mine, Justin, yeah. So we sounded great. So
that's the great thing about YouTube. You know, people can take it with them wherever they go. Have it on your phone, have it on your TV, and it's always fun hearing where and what we're a part of. So thanks for listening, Justin.
Talked to Justin earlier. Ryan Adamick was struck out. 4th strikeout for Emkey. He's off to a great start here in this game, and Emkey having a good presence here on the mound early. This is Forrest Gerber. This one is rubbed out to right. Oh, caught by the first baseman.
Nice snag there.
What a catch.
Dawson Schumann.
Dawson Schumann, the Texan, with a nice catch. That ball was a bullet heading toward the outfield. Which is a great reaction right there. And now Brody Cook comes up to bat. This one's hit over to right. That one is going to be foul, and it's not going to be catchable. All Humphrey could do was try to hustle over, but able to make the catch.
Lost another hat.
$15 now. 15.
I think we're up to 20 at this point.
Oh, okay.
From our ghost sponsor.
Yeah. Cook up at the plate. His first appearance of the day, by the way. There's a pitch. Down the middle, but ball that time. For Brody Cook. Trevor DePorte on deck. 1-1 the count, 2 outs for the Cougars. That one was low as well. Pitch coming up and on the way. That's a strike right there down the middle. 2-2 deuces, wild up on the board. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Still scoreless here. The top of the second. Pitch on the way from Emkey, and this was a bouncer toward the foul. Nice catch right there. By Matt McHugh, leaped up there and snagged that one. Said, I'm going back to my old days. Pitch on the way. And got him, struck him out. 5 strikeouts so far for Emkey. He has just been rolling on the mound. 3 up and 3 down. We go to the bottom of the second. Still scores between Frontier and Kishwaukee. Here on Bobcat Nation, powered by RJ Marketing. Welcome back here to FNB Field, home of the Frontier Community College Bobcats. I'm Derek Dunn, Claire Vaughn alongside Alec Vaughn, man the camera here as Frontier getting ready to come up to bat. Frontier, last inning, bases loaded, but just could not capitalize on that opportunity. But it's a new inning, another opportunity here beforehand. Pitcher for Kishwaukee, Colin Quandy, and the Cougars getting out of the jam back in that last inning. So we get another look here at the Frontier Bobcats offense. Luis Meja of Lawrence, Massachusetts coming up. Bats right, throws right. He's number 37. Followed by him will be Tyler Brook. Brook from Richmond, Kentucky, a sophomore. Where's number 11? He's on deck. Followed by Ashton Orcham. And if they want to get on, we go back to top of the batting order with Carter Ruffner. So Mayhaw coming up to the plate. Luis. First appearance for him of the day. Did not play in the first game. Pitch on the way. And this one smoked over to the left, and that's a single. How about that? Mayhaw, first pitch he saw, and he said, I'm going for it. Nice single over there by Mayhaw, and right now, first hit of the day for Frontier. When it took them about, I think, the fifth inning from the last game, if I'm mistaken, for the fifth inning to get their first hit. So a little bit earlier this time. And right now, got Tyler Brook up at the plate.
I just realized he's from Richmond, Kentucky, as well as Carter Ruffner.
Yes.
I wonder if they played on the same high school team.
That's a good question.
Oh, Aiden Carter is also from Richmond, Kentucky. Learning so much.
Oh, yes. And again, I want to thank the friends and family, those who've joined us here on Bobcat Nation, telling us a little bit about their son, you know.
Letting us be a part of.
Yes. Found some good information already. Get Mayhaw over there first. Brooke. Pickoff attempt over at first and safe over at first. Wide open gap right now, right between first and second. Mayhaw threatening to try to steal second if he can. Another pickoff attempt. Safe again. So if I want to know the count on Brooke, steps back in the batter's box, hands on the knob of the bat. Pitch on the way from Quandy, that one outside. 2-0 the count. Again, when you have a runner on, be first, second, or third, wherever, even if one, just adds a little bit more pressure to it. Quandy looking over at first. Brooke looks at that ball, and 3-0 count on him. So far, no outs for the Bobcats. They've yet to score here. Again, they had bases loaded last inning. We're not able to capitalize on that, but they're looking to score the first one of this inning. Have not seen a home run today, by the way, either, from either team. And he walks. Good patient at bat there for Tyler Brook. And that's a second walk by Quandy. A couple of them were hit by pitches as well. So right now you have Ashton Orcham at the plate. Orcham, first appearance for him of the day. Mapleton, Illinois. Bats left but throws right. Pitch on the way. Tries to show signs of a bunt there. Throw over a second pickoff attempt.
It's good. They
He's
lost
safe.
the ball. Yeah, he's safe.
Safe, yeah. I was looking for the ball. I thought, whew.
We got lucky on that.
Yeah, no kidding. That was almost, had he would have hung on to it, I think it would have been an out for sure.
Mm-hmm.
But nonetheless, runners on first and second, adding more pressure to Quandy. And the Cougars. Mayhaw over at second. Over at first is Brooke. Pitch on the way. That one's high. Did not find the zone. 1-1 the count. Again, adding a little more pressure here. Cougars are hoping for a double play ball. So far, no outs. But again, Frontier, though, Mayhaw threatening. He's in scoring position over at second. Quandy gets the sign. And the right-hander deals. That one was high, right about nose level. 2-1 the count. Quandy gets a sign. Pitch on the way, showing signs of a bunt that time. Able to field a throw over to second. Oh, it goes out in the outfield. Here we go. Mayhaw's going to go for third. And Brooke is going to go over to second. Mishap right there for the Cougars. And right now, both runners advance. Frontier threatening again. Error on Kishwaukee, by the way. E2 that time. Quandy with the pitch. That one outside. Ashton Horcham having a nice at bat here so far for Frontier. 3-2 the count. No outs here for the Bobcats. Again, threatening to score. Runners on second and third. Mayhaw over at third. Brook over at second. No one on first. Pitch on the way from Quandy. That one outside. He's walked. And we go back to the top of the batting order with Carter Ruffner. Ruffner was hit by a pitch back in the first inning. Where's number 6? Right-handed batter steps up to the plate. Another golden opportunity here for Frontier. Hopefully this time they capitalize on it. They came so close last time. No outs, though. Pitch on the way. That one found its way in the zone down the middle, and good job right there by the catcher blocking that one. And 1 the count on Ruffner. Artem Lognivov, who's had a good series so far for the Bobcats, he's on deck. Pitch on the way. That one's inside and low. Good job by the catcher blocking it with his body. That's what you got to do as a catcher. When you got bases loaded here, you don't want a wild pitch to go right by you. By the way, Marty Slover just sent me a text. I'll read it off here in a moment here. Focused right now, Coach. Hope you understand. Marty was my coach in basketball in junior high. Pitch on the way. That one outside. He says, let me see here real quick. Read this real quick. He said, Bobcat softball watching from Boonville, Mississippi.
Oh, that's awesome.
Pitch on the way. That one's high. He also said they lost last night at Northeast Mississippi 12-11 in 8 innings. Lost at noon 5-4 today to Northeast Mississippi. Playing Northwest Mississippi at 4. It rained out tomorrow against Jackson State. They're playing on an artificial surface. So, I'll say give the girls a shout out, please. They're all watching the baseball game. How about that? Bobcat softball. It's good to hear from you.
Yeah, thank you all for watching.
Thank you all for watching. We hope you're enjoying Bobcat Nation here. Powered by RJ Marketing. Again, still scoreless here, 3-2. No outs. Bases loaded for the Bobcats. Carter Ruffner at the plate. Pitch on the way. This one's hit over. Can he sneak in? And it's going to be throw over second, throw over first, and he's safe at first. And a runner scores.
Whew.
Ruffner with an RBI off of that hit. And Frontier gets on the board first. They lead 1-0. Yeah, you got a runner out of second, but Carter was just really, he was like a jet. He was like a jet plane taking off over to first. He listened to Steve Miller Band jet airliner, and he made his way over to first, and it's 1-0 in favor of the Bobcats. And scoring earlier this game as opposed to the last game when it went all the way to the 6th inning. But,
yes.
But so this game quite different than the first one. Coach said the softball is playing very well, and Marty, it's good to hear from you and Jeremy both, and again, to the girls softball team, we're cheering for you down in Mississippi.
Yes, and our first softball broadcast will be next Sunday. So we're excited to get to air that as well.
There's a picture Marty sent me. Yeah,
I love it.
Thanks, Coach. Appreciate it. Pitch on the way. This one is hit over the left. That's going to go to the outfield. And a nice piece of hitting right there for Artie. 1 run will score, and it's 2-0 Bobcats.
Your favorite walkout song.
I'm seriously, that is my favorite. I gotta put that on my Spotify playlist. Pierce Bowerly up at the plate. Claire, the Frontier Bobcats bats are starting to come alive here. The offense starting to click right now.
It's good to see him out there having some fun, and
yes,
like you said, offense coming alive a little bit.
Coach said thank you, and again, Coach Marty Silver, thank you and Jeremy both, and again, play well down there in Mississippi, and See you guys. By the way, we'll be doing Bobcats softball as well as Southwest Park. That's coming up. Be the 5th of March, Sunday, I believe. Yeah,
next Sunday.
(2-0) Frontier leading. Still in the bottom of the second here. Bobcats 1 out still, by the way. Runners on second and third. First and second, excuse me. No one on third. Pitch on the way. This one is hit over to center. Can the center fielder make a leap for it? Oh, it drops! It drops!
Go.
Barry, hurry back to second. And he does. Woo,
nice hit by PB there.
PB in the house with a nice single over to center. Boy, it's really Louis Mayhaw had that single back in his second. Saw a couple of walks. That's where walks could really hurt you at. And then all of a sudden we got 3 singles in a row here. And I'm telling you what, it has just been incredible here, Bobcats offense. And now we got Keegan Martin at the plate. Martin was walked back in the first. Pitch on the way. That one was
a little high.
A little high that time. Martin looking to get his first hit of this game. Quandy looking to get out of this jam. This one is hit over to left. I think it's out of play, and it will be. 1-1 the count. 1 out so far for the Bobcats. 2-0 they lead. So far 3 hits for Frontier. And Keegan Martin up at the plate. Pitch on the way. That one was inside. Catcher able to block that one. Getting good inning for the Bobcats. Trying to keep this momentum going for them. 2-0 they lead. Like to tack on more here. Bases loaded. 1 out. Have not seen a home run today. Didn't see a home run in the last game, and no home run so far. Maybe that could all change. It'd be nice to see a grand slam. Pitch on the way. This one is roped out to left. And this one, another flown hat, and this one's going to be foul. There you go, Claire.
Another hat.
Another hat.
I think we're up to $20 this game. I think you were right. 15, and now we're at 20. Go sponsor. Where you at?
Yeah.
Who would have thought it'd be such a fun thing to keep track of? Oh, there was 2 fallen hats on that.
Oh,
we're up to 25.
$25. All right. Base is still loaded. 1 out. This is Keegan Martin at the plate. Pitch on the way. He fouls this one over left. Martin having a good at-bat here so far. Really battling Quandy.
Just can't quite get his timing right, but staying alive nonetheless.
Colin Quandy, the pitcher for Kishwaukee. Trying to get out of this jam. Hoping for a double play ball, but Frontier wanting to keep this momentum going. Pitch on the way. That one's low and in the middle. 3-2.
Yeah, full count.
Yeah. You get another interesting situation. Bases loaded. 3-2. On deck, you have Dawson Schumann.
Cross dominant. That's the word I was looking for earlier. When you are a left-handed batter.
This one is hit over to right. And
they
dropped it. They dropped it. They almost collided out in the outfield. He is out, but it is enough to get a runner across the plate. It's 3-0 Frontier. Wow.
Cross dominant, though. It's when you're a left-handed batter and a right-handed thrower. Cross dominant. You know, it's so funny because I tried to look it up earlier when we were talking about it, and I couldn't find it, and then I just wasn't even thinking about it, and it pops in your head. I love how that happens.
Yeah. Cross dominant.
What a series of events that just happened right there.
Yeah.
Though. Man.
I was worried both of those players out of the outfield were going to collide together.
I was worried, too. They weren't seeing each other or hearing each other, and thankful they're okay, but dropped the ball, had an error nonetheless.
Yep.
Strike 1.
Yes, that would be Dawson Schumann. Texan up at the plate. Schumann looking for his first hit of the day. Texan from Keller. Pitch on the way. That one is low and inside. So far, Bobcats taking every advantage they can. They got runners on the corners, first and third. No one at second. 2 outs here. 2-0 the count on Dawson Schumann. Pitch on the way from Quandy. This one is going to be a strike called on Schumann. 2-1 the count. 52 devices logged in. Thanks for watching us here this Saturday afternoon. Pitch on the way from Quandy. This one is lined out over to right. Another half flies off. There's a catch right there by the right fielder now in the inning. But nonetheless, though, for the Bobcats, they did play 3 across, and they lead going to the top of the third, 3-0 here on Bobcat Nation, powered by RJ Marketing. Back here at FNB Field, home of the Bobcats, and so far they lead 3-0. They won the first game of the doubleheader 3-0. Looking to continue their winning ways. That's 5 straight games they won. Looking for win number 6 in a row. Marty Slover, the assistant coach for the Bobcats, just sent me a text here, Claire. We saw a photo of the Bobcats softball team watching on their live TV. Also sent to Alec as well if he wanted to view it. And they're watching on a TV down there in Mississippi. So
really, we have way more than 54 people watching us.
Yeah.
We got a whole softball team. Thank
Yes.
you, girls and coaches, for tuning in. We sure appreciate it.
And Claire, I'll tell you what, it's and by the way, if anyone too, whoever is watching our live stream on YouTube, if you happen to be like maybe just want to take a photo, if you're watching it on your big screen, wherever you may be, send it to us. We'll post it. We've done it before.
Yeah, I love it. Seeing where people are watching from, what the views are. We've had people tune in from different states, different countries, and send us beautiful beach pictures, or wherever they're at, or even their cat. The cat that's always crazy, and then he'll tune in to Mule Nation or Bobcat Nation and be zoned in. We just love getting photos like that and hearing from you guys. So
I'm surprised my booming voice didn't scare off that cat.
That cat was locked.
That was back in football season. I think for Mule Nation. Yeah,
Jeff Biggs.
Oh, that was great, though.
Yep.
I think it was Tiffany Ewing, I think, also.
Well, the one I was talking about was recently for basketball. Jeff Biggs' cat. We posted it as well.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. 2 nights in a row, he sent me pictures of the cat zoned in. It's a girl, and her name's George.
Oh, okay.
George H.W. Bush.
There you go.
He said she's always crazy, but she was locked into Mule Nation.
Yeah. Like, that cat's awful quiet. What are you doing? Oh, there it is, watching TV.
Watching some sports, man.
Nothing wrong with that. 1-2 the count on Trevor Deporte, by the way. Time called. Deporte's first appearance at the plate in this game. Again, Frontier leading 3-0. Right now we're in the top of the third. This one's fouled over. Oh, almost caught right there by Edwards. Jalen Edwards, who's on deck, the designated hitter for this game for Kishwaukee. Kishwaukee, again, based out of Malta, Illinois, west of DeKalb, northern part of the state. Malta, only a population about 1,000 people, but just down the road from DeKalb, only a few miles away. So we're going to miss that time. Throw over first, and he is out. Deporte is out. I have 6 strikeouts for Emkey already. He's just
having a great game.
Oh, he's been dominant on the mound. And again, he's just like a mower mowing the grass. He's been mowing down Kishwaukee here. They've yet to have an answer for him. He's not allowed to hit yet. And now you got Jalen Edwards up at the plate. Edwards, right-handed batter. Pitch on the way from Emkey. That's a nice pitch, and that's a strike. Next pitch on the way. Swung on and missed. Had some heat to that one.
Yes, it did. We're going to need to invest in a radar gun over here.
I'll tell you what. Pitch on the way. Oh, and that's a strikeout. 3 quick pitches. Second strikeout. Anthony Amardini, the center fielder. He comes up to the plate. I believe it had some movement on it, didn't it, Claire? 90 mile per hour on the gun.
Coming in hot.
Pitch on the way. That was inside. Amardini was struck out back in the first. Next pitch on the way. Swung on and missed that time. Another strike. Right now, again, 7 strikeouts so far for Emkey. We're only in the top of the third. Pitch on the way. Ooh. He almost got hit by the pitch right there. That was right about the knee, and I think they say he was. Right there on the knee. Yeah, it was awfully close. I was like, I don't know, but. So he's going to go over to first. That's the first hit by pitch we've seen from Emkey here. Again, trying to get to the inside part of it, and ball just veered a little bit over to the batter. Mason struck the shortstop up at the plate. Pickoff attempt over at first, and Amardini safe at first. Again, second game of a doubleheader. Frontier won the first game. If you just joined us, 3-0. Second one so far, Bobcats lead 3-0. Top of the third. Swung on and missed. He actually tipped that one back. If you haven't done so already, subscribe to Bobcat Nation on YouTube. Also, don't be afraid to hit that bell icon. That way you'll be notified when we live stream. And
it'd also be a great idea to subscribe to Mule Nation as well.
Yes.
Mule Nation, you can find us on YouTube. There may be days where Bobcats, baseball, and softball are playing at the same time, and we'll kind of use the 2 channels, 2 different channels to help stream those.
Okay.
So we'll be sure and post that, hey, baseball's on this channel and softball's on that channel. So go ahead and hit subscribe on Bobcat Nation and Mule Nation so you'll never miss a stream.
yeah. Next pitch on the way. This one's roped out to right. That's going to drop for a hit. Just be a single right there that time for Struck. First hit for the Cougars of this game.
We got Jim Walsh checking in. He says he's watching both games from Arvada, Colorado. Hi, Jim.
Hi, Jim.
Colorado is one of my favorite states. I lived out in Keystone for a while.
Oh, okay.
A couple years, yeah.
So you lived in Colorado. I thought you did.
I did. Yep. Beautiful, beautiful place. People say that they go there for the winter and people stay for the summer. It's just gorgeous all year long. Different types of gorgeous, though.
I was going to say, well, Claire, I tell you what, give me that vacation home over in Colorado. I'll stay there for a little bit. That's a strike right there to Lopez. Gabe Lopez, who was walked back in the first. By the way, Jim, hello. And I was thinking of Rocky Mountain High by John Denver right there. I've never seen, I've never been to Colorado. I've never seen the mountains. I mean, Arkansas was a little bit mountainous, I guess, but it's not like the towering mountains. Yeah. Or Smoky Mountains, out east. And
it is, they are beautiful for sure. I was able to go up to Colorado, to Canada, to the Canadian Rockies.
Oh, yeah.
And, they're the same mountain range, but it's still a completely different view and beautiful there too.
They're following grandson Tyler Brook.
Well, cool. Nice to meet you guys.
Nice to meet you, Jim. And
yes, thanks for tuning in and watching Tyler here.
0-2 the count on Lopez. 2 outs here. Pitch away from Emkey. Swung on and missed.
Nice.
He struck him out. And after the top of the third inning, we go to the bottom of the third. Frontier leading 3-0. We'll be right back here on Bobcat Nation, powered by RJ Marketing. We'd like to give a shout out real quick. My dad is. I lived here in Fairfield for over 30 years, and he is celebrating his work anniversary tomorrow. My dad is celebrating his 50-year work anniversary. That's like the big 50 work anniversary tomorrow. Father works for the city of Fairfield. So I want to give congratulations to my dad on that. To get
50 years at the same place. That is impressive.
Well,
wow.
For the city of Fairfield, he's been to other departments as well. But but as a whole, though, in terms of the city, his actual employer, 50 years of service to the city of Fairfield. My dad works for the gas department, and so probably the most dangerous job in the city here. But he's been working for the gas department since 1981. And also worked in the water department for a time, as well as the river, and so.
Cool. Jim Walsh was saying it's 55 degrees where he's at in Colorado today. And sunny skies melting away. Their recent snowfalls of Wednesday and Thursday of up to 6 to 8 inches.
Wow.
That is crazy. That is a heat wave for Colorado. I remember, we'd have like bluebird ski days, and you'd be out there in just a long sleeve shirt, and it's 35 degrees. You think it's springtime and hot up there, and so 55 degrees, that's a beautiful day.
Kind of been on par here a little bit because we're
Yeah.
about the low 50s here in Fairfield.
Yep.
And so.
Which, it's Southern Illinois. We have, all 4 seasons in a single week. Yeah. We went from freezing last weekend to up to, did it hit 70? High 60s?
Yeah, a few days ago, yeah.
Then it was back to freezing last night. And
yeah, we have to blame Alec for that one because Alec should have kept the 60s going, and he didn't.
Poor Alec gets blamed for everything.
Alec's just he just takes it so well.
We have John Brickwell cheering for Keegan Martin all the way from Canada. Great to be able to stream the Bobcat games. Thank you for joining us, John, and for cheering for Keegan.
Hi, John. Hope you're doing well on this Saturday. Good to hear from you. And right now we have at the plate, make sure I have my right paper here.
Yeah, Bryce Humphrey.
Bryce Humphrey, thank you.
Number 5.
I thought it was Humphrey, making sure here. Bryce, the right fielder, had a fly out back in the first, but Bobcats, they played at 3 in the bottom of the second, and they lead 3-0. 4 hits so far for the Bobcats. Pitch on the way. That one's going to be a ball. Actually, new pitcher as well on the mound for Kishwaukee. Make sure I have this name down right. That'd be Blake Novinsky. Novinsky, who played in the last game. He's pitching right now. Yeah, it'd be Novinsky out there. Yeah, number 31, that's him. Novinsky out there. He played left field for the Cougars, and he's walked. So Humphrey gets walked over again. That's what, like last inning, that's what we saw. We saw a couple of batters being walked. Tyler Brook, Ashton Horcham, those guys were walked, and then all of a sudden we had those 3, had those 4 singles, those 4 hits in a row, and it's just like, boy, walks can kill here. So
it's not always about swinging for the fences. Sometimes, just singles will get the job done. So.
Oh, yeah. Don't always have to, try to power it, home runs every time. And, just drive it. Try to find the gap. Shoot for the gap. Line drive, grounder that sneaks in through, sneaks through the infield. Luis Mayhaw, he was the one that got things going here in the second. Mayhaw, the second baseman, and he had the single that really started the offense for Frontier. Really, and all it takes a lot of fire is a spark. If you get a spark, like what Mayhaw did back in the second, you get that fire going. By the way, Jim providing another update here.
He said 55 degrees is short sleeve weather in Colorado, and I 100% believe that. Would feel like our 65 to 70 degrees. So, yeah, that'd be nice right now, Jim.
Pickoff attempt at second, and Humphrey gets over to second safely.
Safe.
Yeah. Good effort by the catcher, Lopez, but just not in time, though, for Humphrey. So, Bryce right now in scoring position. Frontier, they scored 3 runs back in the first game. They're looking to extend that here.
We got Grandpa and Grandma Peyton watching Ashton Horcham Thanks for tuning in, Grandma and Grandpa.
All right, Grandpa and Grandma Peyton. Hope you guys are having a wonderful Saturday. Great to have you join us here on Bobcat Nation. Again, live chat is open and active. Say hi to us. We'll give you a shout out in return. This one smoked over to left. That one is going to stay fair. Caught by the left fielder, but that was a deep hit right there. For Brooke, as he had, it was towering for sure, but it was caught.
It looked good. I thought it was gone, but just a few feet shy over there.
It was Mayhaw, my mistake. I was looking at the name below. Tyler Brook of the plate.
Yeah, here's Tyler Brook, Jim Walsh's grandson.
Yeah, my mistake. I was looking at the wrong name for a moment.
No mistakes allowed, Double D.
No, I'm mistake-free, hard to do. Here's a pitch, and that one's high. So Brook this time at the plate. All right. Pitch on the way to Brook, and that's outside and low. 2-0 the count on Brook. On deck is Ashton Horcham. Speaking of Grandpa and Grandma Peyton, he's on deck. Brook was walked his last time up. So far, nobody on the corners, but over at second is Bryce Humphrey. Pitch on the way. That one's a strike. 2-1 the count.
Let's go, Ty.
Let's go, Ty. That's what they said earlier in the chat. Going to go over to third. Mm-hmm. 2-1 the count, one out. Brook awaiting the pitch. Here it is. This one's hit over to right, and that could be out of play, and it is. That one bounced just right behind the dugout right there. Now, remember, Avon. Remember what we said earlier. Windshield is bonus points, and your truck you get points for that one too.
Just got to take one for the team, you know.
Yeah, exactly. I'm going to park far back. Brook up at the plate. That one's low, and it's going to be a ball here. By the way, Queen of Hearts raffle, I talked about this earlier. You can still buy your tickets. Contact Nixie Nikovsky, any Bobcat athlete. Queen of Hearts drawing February the 28th, 7 p.m. at Bob Boyles Hall. So that's coming up here. Just a few days away. Buy your tickets online as well, in person or online.
Pitch. Nice hit. Get down. Got
and it gets
green.
down. There you go. That is it right there for Brook.
Nice
and a
hit.
run scores. Humphrey comes home. RBI single for Brook. Bobcats lead now 4-0. 5 hits for the Bobcats total. Again, and really early on in the game, you want to try to not only get the lead, but I talked about in the last game, have that cushion. You know, you want to try to, kind of put some runs up here on the board when you have the lead, and that's what Frontier's doing. Pitch on the way. Runner is going to Brook over second. He's safe. He's in scoring position now. Got a good lead out on it. Did not hesitate. Ashton Horcham over the plate, the left fielder. Mistake. Yep, Horcham. Yep. Horcham at the plate. Mapleton, Illinois. Pitch on the way. Ooh, that one was inside. Four 0 Frontier leading. Looking to get the sweep over Kishwaukee here, while Kishwaukee looking for their first win of the season and of the series. Pitch on the way to Horcham. This one's hit up high. Center fielder has an eye on it. And he makes the catch, and Brook will hustle back over to second. 2 outs here for the Bobcats. Leading 4-0. Bottom of the third. Carter Ruffner comes up to the plate. Ruffner had an RBI single Back in the second, it was hit by a pitch in the first. Brooke right now over in second and scoring position. Carter would like to get him home. Kishwaukee want to try to get the last out of this inning. This one's hit over to the second baseman. It does drop. Throw over first. Oh, it gets away from the first baseman. And Ruffner will hustle over to second. Brooke will score.
Nice.
5-0 Frontier. Frontier leading. 6 hits for the Bobcats. And for Frontier, for the Bobcats, more offense in this game as opposed to the last game, and nearly have doubled up the number of runs that they scored. Like what you said earlier, Claire, it's all about trying to, not always the home run, but you just keep getting these singles here. And
keep chipping away.
Yeah. In this case for Frontier, trying to extend this lead out. Pitch on the way. That one. That's a strike on the outside part of the plate. Artem Lognevov, who's had a good series.
Mm-hmm.
Lognevov from Moscow, Russia.
A long way from home.
Oh, yeah. Ruffner over at second. Frontier like to keep the line moving here in the bottom of the third. They lead 5-0. Lognevov at the plate. Pitch on the way. It swung on and missed. Well, he had a good rip at that one. He thought he had that one for sure. Lognevov will hit back to the batter's box. Lognevov, a sophomore. Artie hits this one over to the right. That's going to foul over and have another crack at it. Next live stream, by the way, following today on Bobcat Nation. Would like to mention that for you as well. Let you guys know in advance. Again, all these streams are weather permitting due to weather. Bobcat softball hosting Oakland City JV. They'll be on Sunday, March the 5th. Southwest Park, doubleheader 1 and 3 o'clock. It'll be that Sunday afternoon over at Southwest Park. The Bobcats baseball, by in case you're wondering, next broadcast following today regarding the baseball team, March 11th, hosting Wabash Valley in a doubleheader at 12 and 2:30. Next pitch on the way, high, and a ball right there that time for Artie. 3-2 the count, 2 outs here, nobody on the corners. Ruffner over at second. Looking to score. And Artie has been walked. Pierce Bowerly comes up to the plate. He had a single back in the second. Was hit by a pitch in the first. Pierce, Waynesville, Ohio, the freshman. Runners on first and second. Frontier looking to do more damage, while Kishwaukee saying we need to get out of this inning. Try to keep it underneath damage control. Pierce at the plate. Waiting to pitch. One's on the way, and that's a strike.
PB nodding his head at that one.
Yeah.
Agrees with the call. He's like, yeah, I wish I would have swung.
Yeah. Again, it's always split second. You just.
I mean, yeah.
Blake Novinsky with the pitch right there, and that's going to be caught now in the inning. But nonetheless, Frontier will tack on a couple of more runs. They lead 5-0 as we enter the top of the fourth here at FNB Field on Bobcat Nation, powered by RJ Marketing. Welcome back here to FNB Field, home of the Bobcats. Derek Dunn, Claire Vaughn alongside Alec Vaughn manning the camera for us. And Claire, we talked about last game here, but for those that may have not tuned in for the first game, but sponsorships on Bobcat Nation.
Yes, we are looking for sponsors. When I started Mule Nation, it was always in my mind to do Bobcat Nation. I just think, Frontier Athletics, it's a great program, and wanted to, start streaming their games and get their names out there more. And Coach McHugh bombarded me in my office one day. He's like, I just cornered you in there and made it seem like it was your idea. And we've really been kind of, rushing to get it set up and ready for this spring baseball and softball season. But we're so excited for the opportunity. But, it's just not possible without sponsors. We do have all sorts of different sponsorship brackets. If you can come up with an idea, we would be glad to listen to it as well. All the money just goes to paying our talent to be here and help broadcast. We got a cameraman, a color person, a play-by-play announcer. And anyways, if you're interested, reach out. Claire at Raylan James. Send us a message on Facebook. You can get a hold of me any way you know how.
Yeah, and again, said folks, if you have any questions, contact Claire. And again, Steve Nikovsky, he sponsored today's game. Well, thanks, Steve.
Yes, thank you, Steve, our first Bobcat Nation sponsor. We're so grateful.
Pitch on the way to Potter and missed. Get Emkey, he has just been incredible on the mound. Eric Emkey has. He has been off to a rocket start. 8 strikeouts for him so far of the day. Another pitch on the way, another strike.
May make it 9. Don't jinx him, right?
I hope I didn't.
No, it was me.
Oh, well, yeah, well, I hope you don't either. Pitch on the way.
He's staying alive. Must have foul tipped it.
Yeah, I thought maybe hit the umpire right there in the mask at first, but unless he must have tipped that one back. So 1-2 the count. But Emkey so far, he has really been dominant. Pitch on the way. That one's going to go off the catcher's leg. Good thing no one was on base. Otherwise, that would have been, let's see, some runners advance right there.
Mm-hmm.
But Emkey so far, Eric Emkey off to a rocking start. Get 8 strikeouts for him. Pitch on the way. Swung on and missed. Strikeout. That's his 9th.
Didn't jinx him after all.
So
9 Ks.
Potter goes down swinging. Now Ryan Adamek will be coming up to bat. Adamek, so far, he's 0-for-1, was struck out back in the second by Emkey. Eric Emkey again. A-R-I-C, Eric. Got reminds like Eric Amarola from NASCAR a little bit, the way that name's spelled. And
I had never seen it spelled that way before.
I have. It's just very rare you do.
Mm-hmm. That's an interesting way to spell it. I like it.
Nice changeup right there by Emkey, and Adamek gets back into the box. 5-0 Frontier leads. Bobcats score 3 in the second inning, 2 in the third. 5 hits so far for the Bobcats, 1 from Kishwaukee. That was by way Mason struck back in the third. Other than that, it has just been Adam Emkey here, and Kishwaukee just having trouble trying to get a hit off of him. So far, Struck has been the only one to ever do so. Pitch away from Emkey. That one right there, a ball in the middle. 3-1 the count. 66 devices logged in. Thank you very much for joining us here at Bobcat Nation on this Saturday afternoon.
As soon as you said it bumped up to 66.
Yeah, how about that? How about that?
67. Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, they've heard me. That one's a strike right there on the outside part of the plate. 3-2 the count. Next pitch on the way. And that one is a strikeout. He is mowing him down. That's 10. 10 Ks for Eric Emkey.
That'd be another fun sponsorship idea right there.
Strikeouts. How many strike?
20 bucks for every strikeout that the Bobcats get in a game.
Yeah.
I like it.
It's kind of like the 3-pointers, for Mules and for Mills basketball, except make it be for strikeouts here for Frontier. Yeah, yeah. Pitch on the way. This one's roped out. Covered there by a second fielder. Snagged right there that way. And 3 up and 3 down. That quick. We go to the bottom of the 4th. Frontier leading 5-0 here on Bobcat Nation, powered by RJ Marketing. Welcome back here to FNB Field here, home of the Frontier Community College Bobcats. Joining alongside with me here, making a guest appearance. He called yesterday's action, Mark Turner. Mark, happy to have you on board. And Mark, the Bobcats, they won the first game of the doubleheader 3-0. They're leading 5-0. And Mark, you saw the Bobcats in action yesterday. What are your thoughts about the Bobcats?
This is a team that can hit the baseball.
Yeah.
They good defensively. They hit the baseball. They hit the ball hard.
Yes.
And it's a team that will make better strides as we go throughout the year. This is only their 12th game of the year?
Just still the young season though. But so far, saw a little bit of them yesterday and today. This is a team that is off to a good start of the season, and you want that to continue. And conference play begins, I think March 9th is when it gets hot and heavy for the conference games for Frontier, but a good start against Kishwaukee here, and we're about ready to go underway. We got up there at the plate. This is making sure I have this down right. 51. I can't tell who that is. 51.
Let me see. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no problem.
I wasn't paying attention. I'll take a look here.
Yeah, go ahead. 51 for Frontier.
On the back.
51.
I don't have it.
Don't have 51 either. Huh.
All right.
Oh, Dawson Holtz. He's from nearby Bridgeport. Thank you. I appreciate it. Dawson Holtz up at the plate. Holtz actually from Bridgeport. Not far from here. About an hour away. Red Hill Salukis, Bridgeport.
Played a lot of basketball and some football for the Salukis.
Yeah.
And, of course, baseball.
Yeah. Holtz at the plate. Good to see actually a kid from our area getting some playing time as well. Swung on and missed at that one. Blake Novinsky, the pitcher right there for Kishwaukee.
How tall is he?
Dawson Holtz. He's not very tall, but 5'9" maybe. Pitch on the way.
51, I mean?
Yeah.
What? He looks so long-legged.
Yeah. Claire thinks he's about 7 foot tall. That's not the case. Holtz, let me see here. He usually wears a different number. Maybe on the back. This one's roped out to right. 5'11". He's caught right there by the right fielder. Half flies off there, Claire. There we go. Take another $5. So anyway. So Holt's try line now went up to right. It was caught. Dawson Holtz again. Freshman, 5'11", 147-pounder. So make a note of that.
A lot of kids getting some playing time. Going to sweep Kishwaukee, hopefully. I'm not going to say absolute positive at this point, but
yeah.
You've taken 3 out of the 4 already, and, you shut them out twice.
Yeah, and again, so far, Mark, Frontier, we talked about the big inning earlier, like yesterday. You had that big inning back in the first game. It was 6th inning, and yesterday 4th, yeah.
Yeah, it was the 4th. They put up 8. They were up 1-0, put up 8 runs in that 4th inning, batted 10 kids.
Yeah.
I think 10 or 11 kids. and then tacked on the extra run in the fifth to win the five-inning shutout.
Frontier, since Holtz came up there, we'll make sure the order's right. Dawson Schumann of Keller, Texas, up at the plate. So he batted in place of Martin. We'll make a note of that real quick. Schumann strikes out on that one. 3-1 the count. Novinsky played in the last game as an outfielder. This time he's on the mound pitching.
A little surprised that Schumann was swinging on 3-0. He must have saw something he really liked.
He was trying to go to Holtz's hometown of Bridgeport with that one. Schumann up at the plate. Pitch on the way. Well, outside, he'll go to first. He'll walk over. He's so eager to get to first, he started running over. All right. Bryce Humphrey at the plate, the right fielder, wears number 5. He had to fly out back into first, had to walk back into third. Andrew saying go Dawson right there. Pickoff attempt at first and safe at first. Nobody on second and third, 1 out. Frontier leading 5-0 here, bottom of the 4th.
Tack on 5 more here, making it an early afternoon.
Yeah, there's a line drive over to left center, and that's going to drop.
You bet. You put a little green right in the gap. Kishwaukee's outfielders handled it well and hold him to a single, but that very well could have been going to double had it got through that gap. But, you know, that's what you want to do, just hit a little green.
Right now coming up is Louis Meha. Meha got the thing going here in a second, I thought, for the Bobcats. He had that single, 2 walks followed, and then we started seeing the RBIs. So Meha is up at the plate.
Meha? That's
M-I...
Meha? Okay, I was just double checking.
M-E-I-J-A, Meha.
Okay.
Or M-E-J-I-A, I'm sorry.
Okay.
Not been corrected yet, so we'll go with that. This one's hit over, fouled over left.
He's out of Massachusetts, isn't he?
Yeah. Yeah. 5-0. Frontier leading. 6 hits for the Bobcats so far. 1 for Kishwaukee. A couple of errors for the Cougars done so far for Frontier. Just joined us here. We're in the bottom of the 4th. Pitch on the way. This one's hit over. That's going to sneak through the infield for another hit. This will be just a single here. Does not generate any RBIs, but a good piece of hitting right there that time from Mayhaw.
Just poked it in that hole between third and short and just move the runners up ahead and start that chain and keep that chain rolling here.
Now we have at the plate Tyler Brook. Brook wears number 11, had a walk back in the second. RBI single in the third.
Is he back behind the plate this game?
Yes.
Okay, he did a good job yesterday in the nightcap.
Mm-hmm. Pitch on the way for Novinsky. Swung on and missed that time. But bases loaded situation, 1 out here, 0-1 the count. Have not seen a home run yet today. That could change, though, with Brook. He's got some power.
And again, as we mentioned yesterday, this is a huge field
Yes.
here at FNB Field.
That ball, the hop, skip, and a jump across the road over to Bobcat Crossing, the student housing over there.
I mean, you're talking, 300, down the baselines, 315, 320 out to dead center. I mean, this is a big ballpark.
Pitch on the way, and catcher Lopez making sure no one advances on that one. Keeps the runners at bay. 1-2 the count, 1 out. 5-0.
Got to get something across the plate here with bases loaded.
Absolutely. Opportunity here for the Bobcats.
Stay away from the double play.
Yes. Just get a drop if you can. That one's going to be outside, so it'll be a ball. 2-2 the count. I'm looking at the Gebs here, Mark, and
A Gapper's going to score 2 easily.
yes. Line drive. Could be left center. That'd be a nice spot. Pitch on the way. That one was inside.
Ooh, now we're going to have a payoff pitch. We'll see what happens on 3-2 here.
Yeah. By the way, beautiful day today, Mark.
And will the runners be going?
Yeah. 3-2 right now.
What were you saying? I'm sorry.
I said a beautiful day today for you guys to be out and about. And
And there we go. We walk in a run.
Yeah, walk in a run. There you go.
Tyler Brook gets an RBI on the bases loaded walk.
Ashton Horcham coming up to the plate. Live chat is open. By the way, 67 devices logged in. Thanks for joining us here on Bobcat Nation.
Had good numbers yesterday as well.
Yeah.
Picked up 200 subscribers.
Yeah. 6-0 Bobcats, a lead. Get one across. Let's even get more than that. Horcham at the plate. Changeup found its way in. That's a strike on the outside part of the plate. Next pitch on the way. That one's low and inside. Lopez keeping the runners at bay. Mark, I thought it was interesting, you know, how we just did basketball and all of a sudden we shift gears and here we are in baseball mode that quick. And bet you enjoyed being out here yesterday too.
Oh, it was beautiful.
Yeah.
A little on the chilly side, but that's okay. The sun is shining today, and
so it fouled back, and Claire had to do a quick blink on that one. I was heading towards her while she was sipping some of that ginger ale's drink. So
we were talking to Nixie Nikoski
Yeah.
out there just before we came in the press box here, and they were some guys warming up in the cage over there, and I did the same thing yesterday. Every time somebody hits one like that, and I hear that ting in the bat, I gotta do a double take. Lopez is doing a pretty darn good job behind the plate. Some of those pitches are in the dirt, and
try blocking with his body. Yeah,
he's keeping them in front of him.
Yeah, blocking it with his body right there. Pitch on the way to Horcham. This one is foul back again. Horcham had a nice at bat too, trying to battle it and trying to get a hit in because look, you got runners, bases loaded here, a one out. You want to try to get a hit in the green somewhere. Novinsky gets a sign he wants. Here's the pitch. Tries to drop that one, and that was high.
That curve just had no break on it at all.
No, not at all. 3-2 the count, one out here. By the way, the Bobcat softball team watching our live stream down in Mississippi. Happy to have them watching here. Marty Slover telling me that. Pitch on the way. Low and outside, another one will score by way of the walk.
And 7-0 now in favor of the Cats.
7-0 Frontier. Oh, yeah. That's all right. I forgot about that. I'm just not used to that. 7-0. Frontier leading. One swing at the bat from Ruffner. It could make it be 11, but if he goes yard, that is. But again, this one's hit over to the left. That's going to sneak through the infield for a hit. This one's going to bring in a run. And right now it's 8-0 in favor of Frontier. Nice piece of hitting right there by Ruffner.
Just keep that chain going.
You know, that was actually when I went down to get the lineup here for Kishwaukee. Look, notice to the bottom.
Keep the line moving.
It said keep the line moving on the bottom of that paper. That's what Frontier's doing. They're keeping the line moving. And right now you have Artem Lognevov and Mark. He's been a fine player. He's had a good series so far.
Oh, man, he had the game-winning hit in Game 2 last night or yesterday afternoon.
Yeah.
And tell you what he was due. We talked to Matt McHugh after the game, and he was talking about Artie's, he had some problems with the Kishwaukee pitcher throughout Game 2 and came through with that base hit and walk-off hit.
8-0 Bobcats lead. Been a really good inning for the Bobcats.
And by the way, I don't know if you heard yesterday, I've come up with a new nickname for Bob Ellis.
Bobalicious?
No, Bobcat.
Bobcat. That's what we call him out here at the college. We call him Bobcat out here. He puts on the Bobcat mascot, and he's been in parades with that thing. And
Bob will
Commentate the games in his Bobcat suit.
oh, could you imagine? Lopez, the nice blocker at the behind the plate.
Only thing I can think of is Bobcat Gold Wave.
We've called him that out here at the college, too. He was also in a Christmas video we did back in December.
He was Santa Bobcat.
He was.
Frontier's got the breakfast with the Easter Bunny coming up
Yes,
before long.
we
I
do.
saw that the other day.
Yeah, we have it on our Facebook page. There's a QR code to scan to register for that. Also, Queen of Hearts raffle drawing to be held on the 28th.
Just bought my tickets just a few minutes ago.
Appreciate it, Mark. We thank you. I know Nixie and Athletics again. Contact Nixie and the Bobcat Athletics. And now Frontier will score another run by way of the walk, and it's 9-0.
All I need is 3 numbers, and I'm not telling anybody my numbers because I can't remember them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I only did 3 because that's all the cash I had right now.
Yeah.
So otherwise I would have bought 54 if I'd have had the cash.
Bought the whole board.
Yeah. So ensure myself a win.
All right. Frontier, Casey Judy from Franklin, Ohio, the sophomore up at the plate. Casey Judy's first plate appearance. Pitch on the way. And Lopez blocking that one in his body. He's doing a good job being like that vacuum back there.
There's a lot of those pitches. Nowitzki hitting the dirt.
Bases loaded for Frontier. Still 1 out. 9-0. Bobcats lead. 3 runs in the second. 2 in the third. 4 so far in the fourth. Pitch on the way. This one's hit high by Judy.
Should be deep
Left
enough
field
to bring a run in.
Sacrifice fly, and it will be. Runner hustling home, and it's now 10-0 in favor of Frontier. Good sacrifice fly right there by Judy. So 10-0 in favor of Frontier. And now we got Dawson Holtz, Bridgeport, Illinois native, up at the plate. Holtz, he's looking to put a bolt into this one here. Runners on first and second. This one's hit over to the right. Will it drop in the green? It does drop in the green for Dawson. He gets a hit out of it. An RBI single for Dawson. Carter Ruffner comes home.
What's that old philosophy? Hit it where they ain't.
Yeah, there you go.
And that right now that's what the Bobcats are doing. They're hitting green, and that's all you want to do, and hitting where they ain't.
Yep. 11-0 Frontier. Everything just is blown wide open.
And that's another big inning.
It is.
You know, big innings have been the Bobcats will be down a little bit, down inning after inning, and then all of a sudden that one big inning.
Jacob Gresham from Bourne, Texas, up at the plate. Gresham, the freshman. You're right. And this inning has all been Frontier. Pitch on the way. This one's popped up to the right. That is catchable, and it's caught. Nonetheless, though, but what an inning for Frontier. 6 runs across the plate. They lead 11-0 after 4 complete innings here on Bobcat Nation, powered by RJ Marketing. Back here at FNB Field, I'm Derek Dunn. Mark Turner hanging out with us for a little bit. 11-0.
Well,
Frontier leading Kishwaukee.
I will just take credit for that big inning because that's about time I showed up. So, we'll take credit for that.
Hey, you gave me credit.
Thank you very much.
Alec Vaughn also alongside, too. Hey, I showed up yesterday for the second game, and when I got here, it was like Bobcats played at 3 runs and went from a 4-0 deficit down to 4-3.
And then they get 2 in the bottom of the 7th.
But Mark, again, the Bobcats, they come alive offensively. 6 across, played 6 in the 4th inning, huge for them. They had a 5-0 lead. But, boy, always good to have that cushion, always good to tack on runs.
And all we need to do is get 3 outs here, and we take home a double header sweep for the weekend.
Yeah. Again, live chat is open and ongoing. You want to say hi to us, we'll give you a shout-out in return as top of the 5th inning. And here's the pitch on the way. Eric Emkey, Mark, he has just been dominant. And he's really been the story here for 5, 6, 7, 8. He's got 10 strikeouts of the day. Next pitch on the way. That one's a strike. Solger up at the plate. He pitched some in the last game.
We talked about it a bit yesterday. The Bobcats with players from all over the country and all over the world. Kishwaukee, most of their kids come from northern Illinois and northern Indiana.
Yeah. Of course, you got DeKalb not too far away, Chicago not too far away either. A hotbed of talent in that area.
Yeah, a lot of talent on that team. They just can't seem. I mean, you can see the athleticism.
Yes.
I mean, it's just they're just
trying to string it together.
Not used to the competition they've faced thus far in their 2 weekends of play. That one fouled right back.
Yeah, still early in the season though, and gained more experience over time. Solger at the plate again. He pitched in the last game. Emkey trying to find the zone that time. That was outside and low.
Well, he was trying to get Solger to bite just a bit.
Yeah.
Solger, the lefty, pitched that low and outside. That's where lefties like to hit the ball. They like them low and outside pitches, try and take them the other way.
Mm-hmm.
And Solger did a good job of laying off that one, and he gets rewarded with the good eye with a trip to first base on the base on balls.
Deporte coming up to the plate. Trevor Deporte. He was struck out in the third by Emkey. Eric Emkey again, 10 strikeouts so far for him of the day. Great performance by him on the mound. He'd like to close it out here with 3 quick ones and end it here.
And to get 3 shutouts in 4 games.
Oh, he hit him.
That's pretty impressive. Yeah, plucked him right in the arm.
So Deporte goes to second. Runners on first and second now for Kishwaukee. Frontier leading 11-0, top of the 5th. Edwards up at the plate. Jalen Edwards, a designated hitter. After that, we go back to top of the batting order. Anthony Mardini, the center fielder. Timeout being called. Runners on first and second again. Emkey, no out so far for the Cougars. Looking to at least plate one here or two.
Yeah, with the big lead by
the
Bobcats, plating one's not going to really matter.
No.
You get out with a 5-inning win as well.
Mm-hmm. Also hope to have a word with Coach Matt McHugh following this one as well. Gather his thoughts about the games today. Eric gets a sign, pitch on the way. Swung on and missed at Edwards. 1-2 the count.
Let's punch him out or get a double play ball, and let's get out of here with a W.
I've seen a double play today. Only one double play so far, but that was a beauty one, too. Put on by the Frontier defense in the first game. Inside, and struck him out.
Yeah, that was a nice pitch right at the knees on the inside corner. And Edwards, there was nothing he could do with it, and I'm a little surprised he didn't at least swing and try and foul the thing off, but there was nothing he could do with it. It just froze him.
First out for the Cougars. Frontier looking for the double play ball. Emkey, pitch on the way. Swung on and missed. Okay, Mason struck on deck. He's the only Cougar to register a hit so far for Kishwaukee. That happened back in the third. Pitch on the way. This one is roped out to right. Great job right there by the first baseman. Throw over to second, throw over to first. Did not get the double play, but got the run around second, though.
And do not allow a run to score, so the shutout's still in full effect here.
Yes.
And Kishwaukee down to its final out.
That was a great job of the first baseman for Frontier. Fielding that one, that ball was hopping a little bit.
Schumann there? this.
Yeah.
Schumann out there again.
Schumann out there, yeah, he's been a good first baseman.
Defense for Frontier, very impressed over the last couple of games that I've seen.
Mm-hmm. Humphrey had a couple of nice catches earlier. This one's roped out to center. This could be the game if it's caught. Center fielder makes the catch.
Ruffner got on the horse, and Bobcats get the win. Get the doubleheader sweep today and the doubleheader sweep tomorrow and yesterday rather, and looking pretty good.
Yeah, Mark, I'll tell you what, 11-0. Frontier won the first game 3-0, and then second game they won 11-0. Good job by the Bobcats here. All teams doing some handshakes and high fives. We'll take a break here as well. Do a recap here on Bobcat Nation, powered by RJ Marketing. All right, again, your final score from the second game of the doubleheader, 11-0, as Frontier gets the win over Kishwaukee. It was Gresham at first, I should say. I want to thank Crafty Destinations for that. They chatted earlier in the first game of the thread there. So 11-0, Frontier getting the win in 5 innings over Kishwaukee College. And good to have Mark and his wife Tina come by here for a little bit in the second game. And tell you what, Mark was right earlier about the Frontier defense. I thought the defense was really stellar for the Bobcats. They got the runs going right there in the game. And so Corey's going to put on the headset here.
Join you here.
Yeah, join me for a little bit. And
hello.
Yeah.
Sorry about that error on Gresham on first.
I didn't see it either. I
was standing behind and my sheet was up here with the numbers, and so sorry we missed that, but we will get better, I promise.
Yeah, it's sometimes kind of hard to see the number when they're far away a little bit, and especially when you're used to seeing, it's kind of hard to see their jersey in the front. Their back a little bit better because it's a little bit of an enlarged number, but anyway, though, nonetheless, though, a great game here for the Bobcats. They win both games of the doubleheader. 3-0 in the first game, 11-0 in 5 innings here in the second. Bobcats took care of business, and that's what you want to do when you're here at home. You want to have that home field advantage.
Whatever sport we're on.
Whatever sport it is, whether it be touchdowns in football or maybe curling, whatever. But
thank you, Alec.
Anyway, Alec, yeah.
Appreciate you. So when the players get up here, we'll have a headset for them there.
Yeah.
I'll just sit it on top of your stuff. Sorry.
That's fine. No worries.
We're a hot mess express right now, but we're waiting on, it looks like here comes Coach right now. I'm going to give him my seat. Oh, you got one? Okay, thank you.
Oh, does he?
Alec got him one, and we can try
to get the headset right here for Coach. Give us a moment here, folks.
Yep.
And for Coach Matt McHugh of the Frontier Bobcats.
There he is. Congratulations, Coach.
Coach, can you hear me?
No, I cannot.
Oh, you can't?
Try that again.
Oh, yeah. Maybe you just can you hear? Can you
Oh,
hear?
here, let me
Oh,
try
yeah.
your volume. Is that better?
Is that better, Coach?
I actually no. I
Can't hear it all. Here, take this one.
Let's see here. Yeah, do that one real quick.
Technical difficulties.
Coach, can you hear me now?
I can hear
Can
you.
you hear me?
I can hear you just fine.
Okay, Coach. First of all, you sweep Kishwaukee today, and just want to know your thoughts.
Wow, lots of thoughts.
Yeah.
It's good. You know, we handled business. Eric Emkey pitched really well. I'm not sure if anybody knows, but he had some surgery on to get an infection in his gum removed, and yesterday.
Wow,
And
really?
He told us that he wanted to pitch anyway if he was feeling good, and he showed up, and we trusted him as one of our returning players who understands his body and what he's capable of doing well, and he's one of the guys that we trust about as much as anybody, and he went out there and just took care of business, pitched really well.
10 or 10, I think 10 strikeouts, 10 or 11, yeah.
10 or, lots of strikeouts. He's got a good fastball, one of the better fastballs on our team, and ball comes out of his hand really well. He's a good arm. We're fortunate to have him on our side of the dugout and not the other one.
Yeah.
So,
Coach, I thought the first game, let's talk about the first game first. It was back and forth. I thought the defense and pitching on both teams shined. And then in that, I think it was the sixth inning, you guys got those 3 runs played across.
yeah, it was a competitive game in the first game. We struggled offensively to make adjustments. That's one of the negatives that we're going to be talking about after the weekend. But their pitcher did a really good job.
Yes.
He was a pretty good arm. He lived on the outside corner pretty well. And I told somebody in the middle of the second game when they got to third base, I said, I'm not sure we've barreled a baseball to the outfield yet today. He just kept us off balance. And at the end of the day, we got some things to go our way. We were able to get some clutch defense. Zach LeDuc, coming off of a rougher outing for him on Tuesday, really answered very well. Tuesday night he struggled a little bit, and it's funny, we got back on Tuesday, and Zach texts me before I'm even out of the parking lot, and he says, hey, I want to pitch on Saturday. Wow. And he knew that we've had some injuries on the mound and that we were going to need somebody, and I talked to our pitching coach, and he got 3 days rest, and he went farther than we thought, and he didn't want to come out. He was a competitor who wanted to finish the game, and I love that. And, he needed that. He deserved it. He's worked really hard, and we were really happy that it took place for him.
We had his family tune in.
Yeah.
From Canada as
bonjour.
Well. Yeah, it was a whole group of them, a whole gaggle. So.
I also thought,
from Quebec.
Artie, I thought really provided the spark that you really needed in that first game, and that single that he had.
Yeah.
It just seemed like from then on, you guys could do no wrong.
Yeah, I've talked a lot about trying to make adjustments offensively, and when we talk about finding the spark if you're later in the game and we haven't scored a lot of runs, and every now and then you might see me over here doing this. Like I tell the guys, try to find the spark, whether or not you work a competitive walk, you find a bloop single, hit a ball over the fence, something that gets the offense sparked so we can get kind of the fire going with the metaphor there. Sometimes guys hunt the big hit all the time, and we just need to find a way to make something happen, and the guys really fed off of that, and Artie's a catalyst.
Yeah.
He's a high-energy player, loaded with ability, as you guys saw yesterday.
Yeah.
And he was the guy that started it for us, and we were able to get, 3 runs in the 6th, I think,
Yeah.
first game. Yeah.
And then the second game, pretty much blown it wide open with those 6 runs. You had 3 in the second inning, 2 in the third, and then 6. You just kept piling it on.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, and a lot of that was just the beneficiary of their pitchers were struggling a little bit more than they had earlier in the series. But at the end of the day, we still have to make the swing decisions. Mm-hmm. And we got some good hits. It was nice to see Dawson Holtz get his first career hit.
Yes.
Even just a bloop single RBI. It was awesome for him. The team was really excited for him. And, Luis Mejia getting some hits for the first time this weekend, swinging the bat much better. I know some of our big guns, guys who've really carried the offense a little bit more this year, struggled a bit, but I know that they were happy to see other guys step up. And so it was a good day all around in that setting.
Good.
And supporting their teammates, whether they're at bat, playing defense, that's what it's all about, Coach.
Yeah, absolutely. Guys stayed together really well. That's one thing I can say about this team is, they haven't turned on each other. There's no finger pointing. There have been some downs and some ups, and there's going to be more. There's going to be more ups and downs, and they know that. When you've got a young team, they're loaded with talent, but they have the want to. They desire to be coached, and they respond well to the coaching that our coaches have given them. My assistants do a really good job, and those are guys that you enjoy being around. It's fun to come to the field every day. It's fun to come to the indoor and come to practice, and so I'm excited. They deserve this, and I'm happy for them. And, we're going to Florida next week, and we're going to play some tough teams. It's going to be a good test, and it might be warm.
It might be warm.
We're jealous that we're not going down to broadcast.
Come on down.
Really get some sponsors going.
Bobcat Nation on the road.
Yeah, I love it.
Just we could get a van maybe, and we could decorate it, and you guys could just run everything right out of the van.
Oh, my gosh, a production van.
Yeah.
It's
Dreams
perfect.
do
Like
come
the stuff.
true.
See, who are the people that are in charge of those decisions?
I know.
Write the
Nixie.
checks, make it happen.
She's like, I
Nixie says we're buying a van. So, Dr. Egren, if you're listening, she said it.
But Coach, anyway, congratulations on your 2 wins today. We also had the Bobcat softball team in Mississippi watching. Marty Slover sent me a text. They had us on our TV.
Yeah.
Do I want to ask, how did they go? Good opening weekend for them, or what?
They lost both games yesterday. They lost 5-4 at noon, and they were
But
supposed to
they're
play 4
playing
o'clock.
good.
5-4.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know they
Playing
went down
good.
and played a good team. Marty and Jeremy have a good group. They're girls. It's got a good group. They work hard. So I'm looking forward to supporting them. I know that they're excited about this year. So going down south to open up the year with these teams that have been on the field for 6 to 8 weeks is always tough. We took a few lumps down in Alabama a few weeks ago. So they'll get there. Thank you for tuning in, though, softball team.
Yeah. So anyway, Coach, again, congratulations on both wins here today, and hope you guys continue to have some good practices and everything, and you got some big games coming up too. So
we do. Conference play starts on the 9th
of March.
Is that a home game?
Wabash Valley, I think so.
I don't know
Wabash.
where my phone went, but yes, I believe
We should
so.
have these memorized.
I know,
I'm
right?
pretty sure it's home.
Yeah, March 9th, you guys host
Yeah.
Wabash Valley here at home, and they've had a good program for years.
Yeah, they're a perennial powerhouse. And I think they're ranked in the top 15. I can't remember exactly what number they are. They're always good. It's going to be great competition, and, they're right down the road. I'm really excited for the opportunity to go play a team like that, and I know my kids are going to be really excited too. And we've got to get through going to Florida this weekend, and we've got some really good games coming up there. So it's just this is the big part of the year when things really start to stack together, and you try to rest when you can rest, and take care of your body as much as anything. So it's a good day. Good stuff.
Sure.
So,
All right. Coach, congratulations
anyway,
again.
Thank you. Appreciate you guys doing this. It was a good job. I got nothing but great feedback.
Yay!
So sweet.
If the announcing today wasn't as good, I'm sure. But I've heard things have gone really well.
Matt, you know where my office is on campus.
I'll come. We'll make some notes. We'll have some critiques. Yeah. It'll be okay.
Do the best we
So,
can.
Anyway, all right. Thank you so
you.
much.
Thanks, Coach. Appreciate it. Coach Matt McHugh, the Frontier Community College Bobcats baseball team. Couple of big wins right there for the Bobcats. So they won the first game 3-0 in the first one, then they won the second one 11-0 in 5 innings. A great baseball here today at FNB Field. Lots of action.
Yes, it was a great day of baseball, great weekend of baseball, and thank you again, all of you, for joining us and being a part of Bobcat Nation, and we look forward to bringing you many more broadcasts to come. So
Yeah, the Gresham said also, guys done an awesome job. Have really enjoyed watching these young men all weekend and enjoy seeing an awesome premiere weekend for Bobcat Nation. Kudos.
Well, thank you. We appreciate it, and we'll be back. You'll see and hear more of us
Yes.
starting next Sunday with softball.
Yes.
Bobcat softball. So
Be at Southwest Park. If you don't know, just want to mention where Southwest Park is at. It's right behind the police station on the south side of town, so it's away from the college campus. But they got some other softball fields as well. But it's a very nice facility. They've done a great job with it. And to be the first softball game here on Bobcat Nation that we'll be doing. So looking forward to covering them. And Bobcats baseball will be covering them again as well. So good luck to Coach Matt McHugh and the boys down there in Florida, and be facing some good competition down there. And
yes.
iron sharpens iron, and tell you what's be good competition. And work on some things, learn some things, and implement the things that you know.
Yep.
And so, anyway, I want to thank Alec Vaughn for being our cameraman today. Mark Turner swung by here. Enjoyed
Guest
talking to him.
appearance, yeah.
Claire, and also want to thank those of you who watched Bobcat Nation, wherever you may be, whether you're in Australia, Canada, Texas, wherever. We're glad to have you here. And thanks very much for watching us. Join us here on Bobcat Nation, powered by RJ Marketing. Always a pleasure. Have a wonderful day and be safe.